Hey there. I am just going to talk to you guys briefly about pronouns and those tricky pronouns that we talked about earlier this school year. I just want to see, first of all, if you recalled it, and second, I want to see if you know the right answers. Tricky pronouns. Basically, a pronoun we know is a word that replaces a noun, and that's why we see the word noun inside of pronouns. If you wanted to replace table with a pronoun, you would use it. If you want to replace Annabelle with a pronoun, you might say she or her. If you want to replace Simon, you might say he, him, or his. If you want to talk about Mrs. Ewan's students, but you don't want to keep on saying Mrs. Ewan's students, you might say they or them, especially if you're Miss Holtzman-Rich's class talking about Mrs. Ewan's students. But if you're in Mrs. Ewan's class, you might say us or we. And by the way, above me, I think Owen is practicing Taekwondo. So if you hear some pounding, that's what it is. And then if you are talking about just Miss Ewan's class as a unit, as a whole, you might say it. But then this is where they get tricky. It's when you have to decide whether to use me or I or she or her. So we talked earlier about these tricky sentences where it's take a picture of Owen in blank. Are we going to say me or I? Are we going to say she or her? And that really depends on A, who's talking, and also like the order of the sentence. It depends on where these pronouns are in the sentence. But take a picture of Owen in blank. If I wanted to be in the picture, I might say take a picture of Owen and me. It's because I'm going to take out Owen and I'm going to see if the sentence still makes sense. So take a picture of me makes so much more sense than take a picture of I. A lot of people, though, are in the habit of saying, oh, take a picture of, so-and-so and I. That's wrong. And then would you use she or her? Say I wanted to take a picture of Owen and my daughter. So would I say take a picture of Owen and she, or would I say take a picture of Owen and her? And the answer definitely would be her, because if you took out Owen and, it would make more sense to take a picture of her. So you have in Google Classroom a little quiz, a little 10-point quiz, and I don't want you to be scared about the quiz. I just want to basically gather information. I want to know how you do on pronouns and on those trickier pronouns, and I'm just going to use the information to figure out where to go next. I don't want you to be disappointed if you don't do well, and I don't want you to think this is like a big grade if you do well. All right, it's just for me to gather information. So do your best in the quiz, and then we'll revisit the results next week. All right, have a great weekend. Good luck on taking the quiz. Just get it done. Do your best. You'll be fine. All right, bye.